Alright guys, do a tutorial for this Eclipse 2 with some Grizzly 1S. This pattern is for, well, this head is for a 6th grader who's upgrading from the original Eclipse, and the pattern that I used from on that one was a variation that I learned from Chris at Mainly Mesh. So this pattern is going to be pretty similar to that, so shout out Chris. Thank you. Anyway, so I folded it over on the 11 diamond row, and what I'm going to do is I'm going to find the middle diamond, so 1, 2, 3, 4, 5, 6. Now that I've found it, I'm going to go take my string and go like this, so that the string's not coming out the back, but it's going like straight up on the sides of the mesh bridge. Hang in there with me, guys. Alright, so now that we've done that, we are going to take both strings, put them through the center top hole, pull the slack out almost all the way, and we're going to go through this loop that we left here. So put them both through. Tighten it down. And there you go. That's how we start the... That's how we start the top string. It should look like that. Right? Just normal. Except it shouldn't, because I crossed them over. Be careful that your strings don't get crossed. Okie dokie. It should look like that. On the back, it should look like that. Cool. So let's keep rolling. This is going to end up being a 7 diamond top string. So what we're going to do, making sure that this is very tight in here, we're going to go under to the next diamond. Right? Now we're going to go through the plastic from the front. When we come back, we're not going through the diamond, we're going to go through this part here. That's the way that looks. Is back under. Oh god, I'm so bad at this, guys, I'm sorry. And then over the string that was already there. Right, we don't want this to start getting too loose, so we gotta tighten this side, keeping that really locked down. Anyway, we're gonna pull here. Now we're gonna go not through the whole diamond again, but through half. So you gotta go through there. You could go through and do it that way. I just like doing the protected top string. So we're going to go through there. We are going to go through the back. And we're going to pull it just like a normal top string. Pull it through the hole that we left there. I like to hold it like that to keep the tension. Rip it down. That's what it should look like on the front. That's what it should look like on the back. Now at this point, I always go and do this one now to keep the tension even. So same thing, under and up. I'm a really bad stringer on camera. It might be just because I'm a really slow stringer in real life, or that I screw up constantly and go back and redo stuff. Whatever. So same thing. You gotta really, it's hard to do it at the angle I'm doing it at, but so we're just gonna keep doing the same thing here through the back of the plastic. Hopefully I'm going slow enough you can just keep up and not have to pause the video. Really yank it down. Alright, so now what we've got is we've got the middle 3 diamonds attached to the middle 3 holes. We are going to continue and do the same thing. It doesn't matter which one you do next because we're just keeping it even. Under, up the diamond, again through the plastic, through just the front half of this diamond. So I'm gonna knock my camera over if I really crank this down. All right. But it's really important. I'll probably go back and restring this whole entire thing after the video just to make sure it's up to my standard. We're gonna go through the front part again, holding the tension through the back of the diamond. Back of the plastic, down through the loop we left, and then. Not tight enough. Boom. Really neat. So we're going to go back, we're going to do the same thing on the other side, and as you'll notice this is the 5th diamond that we're locking down. It's getting kind of hard to get the diamonds to the plastic holes. So you really have to string it tight. Tight through just the front diamond. Hopefully if you know what you're doing, you can just fast forward a little bit here, but alright, so here we go. 5 diamonds on the 5 plastic holes, and so now what we're going to do is we're going to lock these ones 2 ways. We're going to lock them in here, and then we're going to lock them on the first sidewall hole. So let's just go through here and do that. So it's the same thing. We're going under. We're going to the front of the plastic. We're going back underneath. Still making sure it's really tight. And boom. So I said we were going to be doing a 7 diamond. We are going to be doing a 7 diamond. Let's go ahead and do it on this side again. This is pretty much the exact same way that the mainly mesh OG Eclipse pattern starts. So if you're like, wow, this video really sucks, I can't tell what the hell he's doing, go watch Chris's video, and it's probably better than mine in terms of how easy it is to see what's going on. And I'm trying though, guys. It's like the amount of time it takes to do tutorials kind of rough, and I'm pretty busy, but everybody wants an Eclipse tutorial. Alright, so now we've got 1, 2, 3, 4, 5, 6, 7 diamonds locked down. Yep, we do have 2 extra diamonds on each side, and the way that we're going to deal with that, this is when I flip the head over. This just makes it easier for me. This is the way I like to do it. And now what I'm going to do is I'm going to go to the inside here on the first plastic hole. I'm going to let these diamonds bunch up. And I'm going to go through the last one that we locked in. Down through it. Oh my god, sorry guys. Alright, So we can see it's getting like all out of sorts. You just let it ride for right now. It's cool. Now we're gonna do that again. We're gonna go up the plastic. In the plastic. Now is when we want to make sure that it all kind of gets bunched up like that. Keep the tension really tight. This is the kind of tricky part. It's not what you're used to doing probably, but this is pretty much what you want it to look like. Big stack of the diamonds all crunched up, and then we are going to do it. Keep it really tight, guys. Everything we do, keep it tight. Push it down the diamond again into, back up this same plastic hole, sidewall hole. God, if I could just use the terminology right consistently, wouldn't that be amazing? Alright. Boom. Now we're gonna really crank this down. Tie a simple overhand, but I don't want the thing to not to get through the plastic. Also, look, once I pull it again, look at how much room I get here. So I'm just gonna go and do another overhand under it. Let's see how much room I have. Still more room. I'll do another one. It's gonna look weird. It's like an ugly knot in the end. Don't really care. Just want this to be as tight as it can, and I don't want there to be any risk that it goes through. So same thing on this side. Here. Back down the diamond. Into the plastic. Get the mesh bunched up. Pull it really tight. Down the diamond. Boom. Got it there. Now I'm tying my couple of overhand knots. Again, I'm really bad at doing this on camera because I would be like moving the head around a lot, but it's whatever. You guys get the idea. So that's it. There's no moving this now, but we want this stack of them to look like that stack of them. Everything's nice and even and tight. Nice and even and tight. And that's Topstring, guys. And we'll move on to the sidewall pattern now.